Hey, what's going on YouTube? Introvert Gaming here, and today we're going to be back on our Paragon builds and deck guides, and today we're going to be covering Khaimera. He is definitely one of my favorite heroes. I say that pretty much over every hero. I don't know why I say that over every hero, but I really do like Khaimera. I just really like the game, I guess you could say. But let's look at his abilities, his skins, his kit, my opinions, and then we're going to hop into the deck portion of the video. And then afterwards, we're going to hop into the actual gameplay and commentary. So with that being said, let's get this video on the road. His abilities: Hack. Melee basic attack dealing 40 physical damage. Skills with a pretty good beefy amount. He does a lot of burst damage. He is probably one of the best assassins in the game right now. He kind of shuts Kalari down, in my opinion. His damage just trumps her substantially. And not only that, but his ultimate knocks out like 800 damage late game. I think it's a little broken. They're probably going to bring it back just a little bit here in the future. So with that, let's get on to his next ability, Ambush. Khaimera leaps to a target enemy hero, briefly stunning that hero and dealing 40 physical damage in a small AoE. So this is pretty much your gap closer. He doesn't have any escapes, okay? So this tool is very important to hang on to. You don't want to be initiating with this with his ambush ability, because most of the time you're going to be coming up on an enemy hero and they're going to be doing everything they can to get away from you, because you're going to be dealing a lot of damage to them. So you want to save this ability until they use their escape, or if they try to disengage you and run away, then you pop the leap. His next ability, Unleash. Upon activation, Hack attack speed is maxed out for the next 5 attacks within 5 seconds. Physical damage card scaling is reduced to 20% during these attacks, increasing each time the ability is leveled up. Okay, so this is where one of his biggest sources of damage comes from. It is very nasty ability. It's like super good, and the more you upgrade it, the more the card scaling is reduced. So you want to be upgrading this as much as you can, especially early game, because Khaimera does fall out quite a bit late game. So with that being said, let's get into his next ability, Spirit Regeneration. This is what makes Khaimera Khaimera and one of the best junglers in the game, if not the best jungler in the game. So it is a passive, and it states here, Khaimera's health regen is boosted by 0.4 for 5 seconds each time he lands a hack attack on an enemy. This effect stacks and increases in effectiveness, each time the ability is leveled up. So this is what makes Khaimera so good in the jungle, because when we look over in my deck here in a little bit, you'll see that you don't need health pots. And the reason you don't need health pots is because one of his passives is basically a health pot. That's the easiest way to explain it. It's not only just by 0.4 for 5 seconds either. Each time you level this up, it goes up substantially for each hack attack. So this is a very good ability, and this is what makes Khaimera Khaimera. I mean, he can solo Prime early. He can solo red buff level 1. If you get E right away, which is what you should be doing with Khaimera, you should be getting your E as fast as you can right when you enter the match, and we'll be covering that later in the video. But this is his sustain. So you really want to be activating this first, and there's not really much skill behind it. You just hit things and you get health back. So it's a very important thing to note, guys, and I'll be talking a little bit about this more later on in the video. But let's finish this off with his ultimate, Cull. After a brief channel, Khaimera roots and causes 320 physical damage to a targeted enemy hero. Nearby enemies are displaced and receive a 60% negative max movement slow for 3 seconds. So when you get your ultimate right away early game, you want to be popping this ultimate off as much as possible. 320 damage doesn't sound like a lot, guys, but it really is when you're like 5-6 minutes into the game. It's very beefy. Even late game or even mid game, this is a very good ability, and like I said, I think they're going to bring this back a little bit because it is a little bit too powerful. It kind of trumps like Feng Mao's ultimate and other fighters at the moment. It's just a huge amount of burst damage, free burst damage. So with that being said, let's get into his skins real fast. he has his default Khaimera. I really like the default Khaimera. It's one of the best looking default skins in the game in my opinion. I usually rock the Challenger Khaimera because it looks really good. I like his axes green. We have the Master Khaimera, which is what I'm kind of working for. I'm level 7.5 right now. I'm close to getting his taunt, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then we have White Tiger Khaimera, which is in the store for 500 coins. I really like this skin too, but overall I think I like the Challenger Khaimera the best. So with that being said, guys, let's get into his deck, and I'll be right back with you guys in one. Alright guys, so here we are. I named this deck Wenja. That is kind of a ripoff from TGN Squadron. If you guys watch them, they call them Wenja, and I think it's a pretty great name for a deck. I think it's a good name, Wenja. I can't remember what it was from. What was that from? Wenja. That was from Far Cry 4 Primal. So yeah, they took that from him. So with that, sorry, I got a little off topic. So let's get into the deck. You first off want to be putting on the Warlord. Really, guys, this is really up to you. You can kind of pick if you want to do the Warlord or the Centaurian. Okay. Late game, like I said, Khaimera can get kited really easily, and in team fights he kind of lacks because he, like I said, you want to be saving his right click, his ambush ability, because if you ambush on them, they're just going to displace you away, or they're going to try to get away from you and probably succeed. So with that, it's going to be kind of hard for him to team fight late game, but I'll be showing you guys some things that we can do to kind of help mitigate that. But like I said, you can do the Centaurian or the Warlord. I personally like the Warlord because it gives you an additional 65 damage and 100% bonus damage to minions. So let's get into his consumables, his early game items, whatever you want to call them. First off, I have 3 strike tokens and 1 hunter's drink, okay? Hunter's drink, guys, is completely optional. This is just an experiment I was kind of running with Khaimera. Hunter's drink is really good because it's +6 plus 0.6 times player level health regen for 15 seconds. So the more you level up in this game and the higher you get, closer to 15, the more this is going to be effective. And if you combo this with his regeneration, you can have crazy good sustain. But it is optional. If you don't have Hunter's Drink or you don't want to run it, just do 3 strike tokens for early game damage. It's going to let you clear minion counts faster, and it's going to be able to let you dish out more damage with your Q. Okay, so the next card you have to get as a jungler, as all junglers, you want to be getting the Beastmaster's Key, guys. It has a unique passive of Harvester Key charges refresh at base, and then basic attacks on jungle minions gain 15% bonus damage, or just 15 plus. This is a very good jungling card, guys. I usually put this on to get the early game Harvesters up. Harvesters are super important, just like wards. And if you guys haven't already, go check that video out in my channel. It explains, 5 tips that really help new players. And Harvesters and warding are both incredibly important, and they're on all of my decks. So with that, we're going to get to our first real item, the Brawler's Ward. You're going to be putting 2 regular strikes and 1 minor strike into that for early game damage, and you're going to want to be able to slot this out as fast as possible. The next card you're going to be getting is Rustbreaker. For just a little bit of early game impact and physical penetration, you want to be putting in 2 regular strikes, 1 minor pierce, and 1 minor strike. These are early game cards, guys, and these are just to give you the benefits of upgrading a card as fast as possible. So the more you secure early game kills as this character, the faster you can upgrade and the faster you can snowball. Snowballing with Khaimera is extremely good. So if you guys don't know what snowballing is, pretty much it means you just become super fed. You kill a lot of enemies, you get way ahead of them, and then skill becomes kind of not even a factor anymore. You just deal out a lot more damage than because you are fed. So that's what snowballing is. So yeah, these are going to be your first 2 items. You're going to have the Brawler's Ward and Rustbreaker. And then we're going to get into the next card, Mad Spore Sash. So Mad Spore Sash is a really good card for Khaimera. I really do enjoy the card quite a bit. It gives you 1.4 health regen, 22 physical armor, and the unique passive is what makes this card a beast, okay? So it deals plus 15 player level energy damage per second to nearby enemies. Disabled while sprinting, passive does not stack. So this is just a really good free damage card. It gives you plus 15 energy damage, and it levels up with your character. So by late game, you'll be doing anywhere from 30 to 40 energy damage, even though you're not even building energy damage. So it's really, really good just for people that are standing near you. Okay, so you're going to want to put in 1 regular heal for a little bit more health regen for your stacks on your spirit regeneration, 1 regular guard, and 1 minor guard, okay? So this is going to give you early defense and a little bit of health regen, and it's going to be really good. So the next card you're going to be putting in is really up to you at this point, guys, okay? So you've already built a little bit of physical armor. The next card you could go for is Thorn Greenweave. This is a very good card. I've talked about this on my Rampage build as well. But this gives you attack damage and energy defense at the same time. So you're going to want to put in 2 regular barriers, or beta barriers I should say, and 1 regular strike into this. Or you guys can skip the energy armor right away and go for Splint Bark Vest. This is a very unique card to have, guys. It is very kind of advanced. This is a very advanced deck for a Khaimera. I've been using this for probably a couple months now, and it's been doing really, really good for me. So this gives you 100 health, and then plus energy armor. See, so this will supplement some energy armor too. And then this will let you, for 6 seconds on hit with basic attack, shred 22 physical armor from your targets for 4 seconds. Consecutive hits shred an additional 22 physical armor. And refresh duration is 45 seconds. So this card is very important for the current meta that's going on, which is the tank meta. This card is going to allow you to run penetration and just shred their armor. Especially for tanks, this is really good for steel, like an enemy steel, or an enemy rampage, or any kind of tank. You're going to be able to pop this ability, it isn't active, pop your Q, because it does stack with consecutive hits, and then you're going to just shred their armor. It's going to melt away, and it's going to be very, very good. Khaimera, like I said, is a very high burst damage, and this just adds on to it with the additional physical pen. Okay, so with that, we're going to get into our next card, and it's going to be Spiked Bone Plate. And this is going to be your armor card, same as Thorn Greenweave. You're going to put in 2 beta guards and 1 regular strike. And that's going to wrap up the deck part of this guide, guys. I really do hope this really does help you guys. If you guys don't have these cards, please let me know in the comments below, and I will try to help you as much as I can. There is numerous ways to build Khaimera to make them really, really effective. You can make them more tanky than this. You can make them less tanky than this. It really is up to you guys. This is just my personal preference and build. But I know some of these cards are pretty advanced. So if you guys don't, let me know in the comments below, and I will help you out as much as possible. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to hop in a live match as Khaimera. I'm going to commentate over it. I'm going to let you guys know how I play him, when to upgrade his abilities, how to use his abilities, and I'll be right back with you guys in 1 second. Oh my god! Fuck! Shit! Siri, how do I increase queue times in Paragon? Alrighty, guys and gals, here we are in the match of Paragon. It took a while, but we made it. We are here. So like I said, we're going to be starting with our ER Spirit Regeneration for my sustain early game. I'm going to be selecting my deck, Wenja, and I'm going to go with 1 Hunter's Drink for more sustain and 2 strike tokens. Okay, so while we're on our way to the jungle, we can see our team comp. We have Lieutenant Bellica, no surprise there. Lieutenant Bellica hype. In every match she's going to be in a game. We have an Iggy Scourge, a really good hero, Rampage, my favorite, and a Murdoch. And they have a Lieutenant Bellica, a Rampage, a Sparrow, Grim, and a Sevarog. So while we're waiting for the white camps to spawn, guys, I can say one of Khaimera's biggest weaknesses is crowd control. Crowd control really puts him in his place. And we do have some on the enemy team. We have Grim with his displacement, Sevarog, and Rampage. And even Lieutenant Bellica, they all have 1 CC ability. So I really need to be careful for that, and you need to be careful as a Khaimera player. So we got one, and ooh, she kicked ass. Alright, girl! Shit! That's what I'm talking about. I did not see that coming at all. Cool. So as Khaimera, obviously you're going to want to be sitting in the jungle just farming. I usually don't get any early game kills until I get my Q, because his Q is his #1 form of damage. So it's a really good ability, but like I said, I get my sustain first, my E, and then I get my Q. So yeah, I did a live stream yesterday, I believe, and I was playing with Brit KHD in one of my streams. So awesome that I just randomly queued with him. I'm gonna help this Aki get this blue. As a jungler, guys, you always want to help your casters or your damage dealers get the buffs. You can get last hits, of course, but you want to give them the buffs for the most part. Don't be a selfish jungler. It ain't worth it. Okay, Lieutenant Belka's gonna die on the right lane. Probably. I need to go help her out. She's still got that Grim. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it in time. Yeah. Maybe. Let's see if I can make something happen. Okay, I don't have my leap yet. That's one of the downfalls. Yeah, see, I don't have my leap. So see, if you don't have your leap, it's bad because oh, he got him. Okay, it's bad because you can't close your gaps. So, kind of a shame. It's okay. I'm gonna go jungle and I'm gonna get my key so I can lay our harvesters at 3 minutes. Another thing you're gonna be doing as a jungler. Lieutenant Belka does need wards on right lane too, or she's just gonna continue to get ganked. And I'm not gonna be able to get wards until I get my harvesters up first. So I'm gonna equip my Beastmaster's key. Get that free XP. Yeah, so like I've said many times, guys, thanks for stopping by and watching the video. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I'm already working on it. When you get up into higher caliber play, you'll definitely notice that your teammates will get on you about certain things like harvesters and wards and stuff like that, for good reason. I mean, we all want to win, so it is very important to get these tools. Expect a Belka gameplay and guide to on the channel very soon. I know she just came out and there's a lot of hype around her. She's in pretty much every match I've seen possible, so. This Sparrow probably has wards. If she doesn't, she's dead. Yeah, she's gonna die. Okay, yeah, we'll secure this kill pretty easily. She ran right into the... Okay. So like I said, you want to be stacking up early game kills as much as possible. Oh man, good snipe on Murdoch. That was really good. We should be able to push this up a little bit. See if we can dive this tower and get some early game damage in. That's the goal. We will probably won't be able to take it because they're probably going to try to stop us. If they don't, then that's a big mistake on their part. But we should be able to get some damage in on this. Actually, we might. Yeah, we just took it. Cool. Tower at 6 minutes. I'll take that. So the thing with Khaimera, guys, you have to realize that he does not have any escapes. Okay, so when you go into a fight, you have to know that you're going to secure that kill, or you have to know that you're going to have your teammates help you, because there is no way to escape with Khaimera. You have to be really, really careful with him. Okay, so I am going to go back and get my ward for my teammates. Wards win matches, guys. Wards win matches. We're gonna get the Brawler's Ward. Whoops. Okay, so I did scrap my strike token and my Hunter's Drink to finish that card out and get more damage. I'm not going to scrap my key quite yet in case I destroy it, and the right side isn't quite up yet. But a good thing is our team is warding already, so... Okay, I'm going to give him the buff. Bellica needs to be careful on right lane. Okay, it looks like we're going to have something going on in mid, so I'm going to roll him to mid. Like I said, early game, you want to be everywhere with Khaimera. Okay, so we did win that engagement, even though we didn't get any kills. So I'm going to go plant my Harvester on right lane, because that needs to be done. And Orb Prime. Although I don't think it's quite up yet. Yeah, 9 minutes. Okay, so he's not pushed up enough for me to do anything on right lane. So it looks like there's something happening in mid, and I'm going to roll him back to mid. You don't want to roll him too much as a jungler, guys. You want to get your XP as fast as you can. I'm going to see if I can help this out on right lane. I'm going to let our hero know to be careful. Okay, I did save her, but I didn't get anything done with it otherwise. I wanted to kind of get that kill, but I did save her, so... And I'm going to go back into the jungle. Okay, I'm going to upgrade my Spirit Regeneration for more healing and passive. I'm going to collect our Harvesters real fast, and I'm probably going to recall back to base. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, Brit KHD, I played with him in one of my streams, in one of my matches, and it was so awesome. And even on one of his videos, I was in his match for Diamond players versus regular players in his video. I was in that match, and it was so cool to see my name in his video. I'm a big fan of him. I fanboy pretty hard. So yeah, guys, I'd be expecting a deck guiding gameplay, maybe even like a first impressions for Bellica soon. I might be streaming later on today, so stay tuned for that. So I'm gonna scrap my key now and get some more damage. So I have 2 fully upgraded cards now. So far we all are pretty even in levels. We have 4 more kills than they do, which is good right now. This Bellica might be in trouble on the right lane. I'm gonna see if my teammates can maybe come help me. Yeah, this guy's dead. We're not even, he's too tanky. Okay, so we are gonna back. He's probably just gonna sit in his tower. I'm probably gonna roam to mid because this Iggy does need help. I'm gonna let him know. I have full health and I can probably sneak up on this Bellica. Although did she see me? Do they have wards? Oh, they do. Okay. I can cover for Iggy while he runs back. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Why, Iggy? You're too... Oh, okay, I see what he wants to do. Okay, so we have taken all of their first tier towers, which is really good. I'm gonna go back to farming. I'm gonna upgrade my second tier, my ultimate. Do I want Madspore Sash first or Splinter Park Vest? Probably gonna go for Madspore Sash when I get another 3 points. So far we are looking pretty darn good, I gotta say. We are looking really good. I'm gonna see if I can grab blue for this Iggy. I need to help this Rampage out, actually. Nah, he's good, he's good. Yeah, so look how much damage the Q does. It's so important to level up Q right away. Okay, so we get their additional physical armor and our additional 15 energy damage. It looks like they're wanting to do something mid. I might pull up on left lane here and see if I can make something happen. This bro keeps overextending too far and she doesn't realize it. Get my leap. See how short range it is? Okay, now she's dead. Okay, so he did get killed. Oh, I tried to body block for him right there. Okay, we need to be careful. Oh, that rock! Oh no. Get out of there, buddy. Shit. That sucks. I'm gonna see if I can go help him. Oh wow, he just got melted. Okay, so I'm gonna offensively ward in their jungle so we can see where they're at all times. Okay, so I'm gonna recall and probably see if I can... How close am I? Oh, I need 2 more points. It's kind of a bummer. Okay, so they are pushing up right really hard. They need to be careful because they are overextended like that. But all the enemies are not even there, so they should be able to get away with that pretty easily. Okay, see, they're starting to rotate over. So they need to be careful on right lane. I'm going to rotate right and help them out. Actually, they don't even need my help. I was gonna ult him right there, but he didn't get close enough to me. Ult him, ult him. Done. This team is... I feel kind of bad for him. I've been there. I've been there a lot of times. Oh, I took aggro. That's not good. We need to be careful. Rampage should be able to take left while we're doing this. So we are split pushing pretty effectively. Okay, so I am going to upgrade my leap this time around. Collect a harvester, and then I'm going to go back and get Splinter Bark Vest. Yeah, that Rampage is in trouble. So we are 4-0, guys. 3 assists, 43 minion kills, and we are at about 30 card points right now. We are heavily outcarding these guys, but it kind of makes sense. You know, we are 18-3 and they're 3-18, so it's kind of hard to catch up when you're that far behind. So the best way to combo this card, Splinter Bark Vest, guys, is you want to pop it, whatever key you have it set on, okay, and then it's an active for 6 seconds, and then you want to use your Unleash ability. But I'm not even going to get a chance because we won the game. Alright guys, that's Khaimera. That's how I build Khaimera and how I play him. I didn't get to finish the deck, unfortunately, but we did get the W, and I'm happy about that. So thank you guys for coming by and stopping to watch the video. Really do appreciate all the support we've gotten recently. Stay tuned for a Bellica, first impressions, gameplay, and guide, and I will see you guys in the next video. This has been Introvert Gaming. Peace.